Well, guys, I hope everybody had a great and happy and safe 4th of July. Now, this is the last video I'll ever film here. We're done. We're turning keys back. This place is donezo. This it's kind of emotional for me this morning, but not really. I'm already in love with the new place. I can't believe we did all of what we did right here in this 20 by 18 area. Got the workbenches all gone, all the shelving, cleaned up the place, got all my stuff from above. I just have a dump load minus my weed whacker string. I've got to get those hung back up in the house. This has a washer and dryer that's in one of the bathrooms, and those doors would not fit with our washer and dryer, so we had to store those up above while we had our washer and dryer in this place. So I just got to clean those up real quick and get them rehung. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is our final farewell to the original shop, the garage, whatever you want to call it, where we used to film. A lot of good memories here, a lot of good times. We're gonna make a lot better memories, maybe, and greater memories over at the new place. So, final farewell to the place. We're gonna miss her, but not really. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna head over to the new house and show you what we got going on in the new shop here. I don't have internet yet, so we're gonna basically be doing some updates on the cell phone here as best I can, but I will catch you here in a second. I'm just gonna time travel over to the new shop. Alrighty, guys, we're back at the new place. Beautiful morning here in Central Oregon. I'd say it's about 70-ish, right around the 70-degree mark. Light breeze. It was quiet until the neighbor started mowing, but that's the first time I've ever heard a lawnmower in the week I've been out here. Officially, yesterday was 1 week here. Place. Yes, I need a haircut. Yes, I need to shave, but I have been going at it like killing snakes. So far in the shop, it is a complete disaster, and it's not anywhere where I want it to be, but we're making it functionable, usable. I don't know what we're going to do with workbench. I'm really digging. Whoever put this workbench together did a really great job, but it's not tall enough for me. I would like it at the bottom of that windowsill. So I'm thinking we might just add some extensions down here on the bottom, bricks, do something to get it all lifted up. This workbench as well, I like it. It's just low. They've already got light above it. These shelves are really chintzy. I do not like these brackets. They don't hold very much weight. And somebody used closet doors. Yes, those are closet doors cut in half. So it's a hollow door. That isn't going to work. So that's all got to come down and get rebuilt. Same over here. It's wafer board. The brackets are chintzy. We're going to have to build something. Even with just my air movers for my company up there, it's flimsy. I don't like it. I'm thinking we're going to do a drop down 3-tier system here all the way to that beam to the window. We'll have 3 shelves, be drop down 2x4, 2x6s, and we'll have some really nice quality shelves built there. And I did get the puppy thermometer installed. As you can see, it's 65 in the shop. We do have air conditioning. It is crooked, but it is in there. I got to work on that today. But we do have air conditioning. It's a swamp cooler. It keeps it, yesterday it was about 88 degrees outside, and it was keeping it about 70, 72 degrees in here. So it's doing pretty good. This bay over here is all stuff that we have to unpack and go through. That's going in the house. So we've got a lot of work to do, and then we've got all that storage up there. I've got all my camping gear up there. Camping gear and seasonal... drop my camera. Seasonal stuff, like holiday lights and stuff like that. So I don't want to put too much more weight. There's actually a lot more room up there, but I do not want to put any more weight up there. I think I've got about, I don't know, 300 or 400 pounds up there already. I kind of was wanting to stay under 500 pounds up on this structure. Just because it only spans on the 2 trusses in here, that one and that one. The 2 middle trusses, they look pretty sturdy, but I just want to be careful. I do, however, don't really care how much weight goes above this room. This 10 by 10 office is built really sturdy, and I should probably put 1,000 pounds up there, easy. But we'll see. All my family got to go to the lake today. It's Monday. I unfortunately went at it like killing snakes. Like I said, I have to be out of that old house by the 10th. We're way ahead of schedule, which is good. I'd rather be ahead of schedule than behind, especially with the work week coming up. So yesterday, I got all the bricks for my hot tub and my hot tub moved, and that was the last thing that was over there. Now I just need to clean the carpets, wipe down a few more things. It's looking really good except for the carpets, and there's just a couple spots we forgot to dust. But other than that, it's looking really good to turn back over to the owners. Yesterday, we ended up winching the hot tub onto the snowmobile trailer that we just finished up. Well, Papa and my Uncle Frank got this portion done. We got to deck it now and put the doors for the snowmobiles up on the front so that you can drive on and off this. But this trailer is working really well. It's got a tilt deck, so what we did is we tilted this deck down to the hot tub, and then we used the Land Cruiser's 6,000 pound winch and pulled it on the trailer that direction, strapped her down, and she rode home. Diesel, what are you doing? What are you doing, Diesel? Bronco, I had to kick her out of the shop. She's kind of grumpy about it. I took her on a 4th of July drive down some dirt roads, and I've got some cleaning to do. She's all dusty and dirty. So all these pavers came from my rental. I had a paver patio for my barbecue area because there's no patio out there. I lived there for 8 years, and so I told my landlord, hey, I put some pavers down. I got to remove those, but I'm going to put sod back. I ordered sod this morning. I got to go pick it up on Thursday to go put sod back down where I took the sod up to put these down. So I've got to clean these bricks up. And these bricks right here, if you guys remember from the tour, we've got this cool barbecue area. I'm going to get the weeds out of here, and all these red bricks are going to come up, and we're going to center those in the center. I already pulled these weird bricks up. They had them in a weird pattern over there, but these bricks aren't the right size. They're these stepping stones, and I want to do all these square bricks. So what I'm going to do is a silver border, because I've got the gray or silver, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to put all these red ones into the center, and the hot tub is going to go right here. And then we're going to put our GFI box, breaker box, build a post for it or do something right there. And then we're going to trench over to this guy, and my brother-in-law is looking into making sure it's legal because he is a licensed electrician. He's going to do this all for me. I got to do the trenching, but that's where the hot tub is going to go. Is right here, and then I'm going to bust out some of that red paint. I've got some in the shop that they painted these fences, and I'm going to sand the fence down on this side. It needs it, and do a little bit of repainting of the fence and paint the hot tub to match the fence. But yeah, so this will be wall-to-wall pavers in here. Be a nice little barbecue. I'm going to order those shades that you can like attach to a post and then bring down and attach to another post. Eventually I want a pergola. I want a huge pergola right here, but baby steps, baby steps. Also out here, after we get the pavers done, I want to do a fireplace, I think, over in this corner. Like a fire pit above the ground in bricks. Don't know yet what I like to do, but my wife only wants a propane fireplace out here, and I want a wood burning one, so I'm not getting my way, but we'll see what happens. I'm still trying. Alrighty guys, got the 2002 Ford Econoline 150 moved in. I've got to move our 429 build real quick. But today we're going to be working on the truck mount inside of the van. I know, it's not that exciting. Well, a lot of people don't understand how carpet cleaning works. Maybe I can kind of explain it a little bit today. I have to work on, and we will get back to automotive stuff probably by the end of summer. I'm just going to be starting to do these daily blog, whatever they call these. Basically, just to keep you guys, just keep myself. I miss talking to the camera, believe it or not, talking to you guys. So I'm just going to film what I'm doing. I'm going to film the paver patio we talked about. I'm going to film maybe some fire updates. We just had a fire. I'm just changing it up a little bit because this is what I'm working on and this is what I'm doing. Automotive right now is at a standstill. I got to unpack this house. I got to set the shop up instead of going dead all summer. I'm going to do these. I know they're not going to be as popular, but I'm still going to get some content out there for you guys and stay in tune. Oh, I might be able to catch up on some rides. I'm closer to Kyle now. We'll do some live streams, and I was talking to Kyle about this, and it was rolling my mind that we need to catch up on some Saturday night rides. I got to get my computer set up to do that, because right now we've been filming the last couple months on the cell phone, and I haven't had time to actually edit videos, so this has got a quick editor in my phone, so that's kind of how I've been doing videos. So with that being said, guys, let's get to work on the 2002. Alrighty guys, so this is a mid-2000s, I'm not sure exactly the year, but I know it's in the mid-2000s. It's a HydroMaster Boxer 421. It's got roughly about 4,000 hours on it. It's about 1,000 less than that clock because the previous owner swapped clocks out of another machine. Don't know why, but I think the other one stopped working and was at 1,000 hours, or 1,000 hours less than this one, and he got this one out of a different truck mount. Something that, but he's like, yep, that's 4,000 hours. Even if it had 5,000, not bad. These normally can go thousands of hours. It's not unlikely for these to hit 10,000 hours, so this is only halfway through its life. It's got a Briggs & Stratton Vanguard. I don't know if you can see her in there. 21 horsepower. It's got a float box. So basically what you do is you get to a customer's home, you plug in water here at a garden hose hookup, and it goes into the box, and then from the box goes into the high pressure pump right there, and then it pushes itself through. There's a heat exchanger. There's two heat exchangers on this unit. There's one underneath the unit from the blower. So this blower right here, yes, that's a supercharger blower. It's reverse engineered to basically create our vacuum, and that's how us carpet cleaners get our vacuum, is having a supercharger blower set up, and you run a pull. This one's direct drive from the engine. It's got a coupler, dampener, and then that belt right there turns your high pressure pump. That is what we're going to be working on today. The chemical injection, the float box. I've got a new float for her. This float leaks. It actually gets to full and then it shoots out this relieve. But we got to replace that float inside there. And the second exchanger over here is EGTs. So your exhaust comes off the back of the engine right there, and it goes over to a divert valve. See that divert valve? So you've got muffler, and then you've got heat exchanger. And there's a computer down here that controls your heat so that you are not going from 230 to 170 and just fluctuating all. It tries to maximize and maintain heat within 10 degrees. So complex machine, really. These are very expensive to buy. This one's in very good shape. I've been very happy with my purchase. This machine is actually the machine that I learned on when I was a young lad. So, well, this van was. My buddy, he went out of the carpet cleaning business. He did really well for himself for 18 years, but now he's in the hemp business, and he's growing hemp. Oh, here's another repair we've got to make today, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but this tank has cracked over the years, and there's been a repair done to it before. This is silicone. This has all got to be sanded down today and cleaned up real quick. I just found the filter that I was looking for. This needs to go back in the tank. Anyway, this has got to be cleaned up. I'm going to clean that up off camera, and then we're going to re-glue this, and then we got to get inside the tank and clean the tank and glue it on the inside. We are going to be in search of a tank right now. We just need to get it by for a few more months or a year while I find a tank. I called the manufacturer. The manufacturer wants over $6,000 for that tank. I bet I could go to a local shop and have them weld me up an aluminum tank for cheaper and kind of copy this design. I haven't decided, but I'm in the market and looking for a used one. Worst case scenario, if I can't find one, we can pull this unit out and throw it in our other van. That's having problems on itself, but this isn't a big deal. This is just a little boo-boo. We got to put a little bandage on it. So with that being said, I knew about this problem. He told me to fix it, and he used silicone. We're going to use liquid nails. So yeah, just a little maintenance we got to do on this girl, and I got tires coming for her. I did lose a cylinder in my other truck mount, so we're going to be pulling and doing an engine swap in that other truck mount outside. But that's a different story and a different day. Alright guys, so I got in here and I had safety glasses on too, believe it or not. Got a slap disc on, and I've cleaned all that off, got down to bare aluminum. My next goal is to try to find exactly where the tank is breached back here. And we're going to get inside the tank and find, or grind it down as well, clean it up. We're going to put a bead on the inside and the outside. We should not have a problem. This should be a good fix for a while until we can find a tank for this girl. Hey guys, I've got the first coat on. I don't think you can see. First coat's on, and I put a coat down the center right there. I'm gonna wait about an hour, and then I'm gonna apply another coat, and then I'm not gonna be using the machine for 24 hours. And I gotta go yell at my dog for barking. Alrighty guys, so I got the float out and kind of got angry because they sent me the wrong float, so we'll do that in another video. They sent me this float over here, which is way too long for that box. I called the manufacturer and they're like, yep, we sent you the wrong float. So I put that one back in, I put a little band-aid on it. It'll get me by this week, and they're gonna send me the right part here in the next couple days. I've got the oil draining into a bucket, and you can see that it's not very fast stream, and I didn't warm the engine up. I'm kind of a dum-dum. So we're going to let that slowly drain, and we're going to get on to removing the chemical injection pump right there that's leaking water. Actually, the pump's leaking water, the injection pump's not. We're actually going to leave that. I'm going to just take those bolts out, and we're just going to replace the diaphragm as it sits. Guys, I've got the pump apart. I took the 6 bolts out, the 2 other ones, whatever you want to call these fittings, I don't know what they're called. And that diaphragm sits in between here and there. Old diaphragm, you can see, is just mashed. Basically took form of that. And that's what they look like before they get mashed. That's the diaphragm. It fits just like that. It fits in here, I promise. There you go. There. So I'll stick that back together, fire up the machine, get our solution jug, and see if we can get prime and get her to work. Alrighty guys, oil's done, oil filter. Check the oil level, it's good. I've got the new pump back together, or the new diaphragm in the old pump. Go ahead and prime the fuel. This is plumbed into the van's fuel tank, so in the morning, first start of the day, you let it run for a good 15-20 seconds, and then you choke it, which I've already pulled the choke, and she should fire. Battery's a little low. Uh-oh. She needs spark plugs next. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna let it warm up and then we'll prime the pump. Oh gosh, so I can't get it to prime, guys, and in the owner's manual it says that I've got to hook the vacuum, or take the line and stick it in the vacuum port. Well, we got a problem. I gotta let the tank cure. So that being said, I am at a standstill until tomorrow. morning and see if it injects or not. If it doesn't inject, how I neutralize would be you clean the carpet and then you spray neutralizer on the carpet. It's an extra step and it gets the carpet a little bit wetter, but we will find out tomorrow if that fix does work and I can use the vacuum to try to prime the system. I can hear the pump trying to do something, so with that being said, guys, give this video a big thumbs up. Comments do go down below. Hit that subscribe. And this is the kind of content we're going to be doing this summer. For right now, automotive stuff is way on the back burner. We got to put the shop together, and I got to get all my carpet cleaning stuff really squared away this summer. So I think it'll be fine. We got to get back to the 429 one of these days, but right now we've got a lot of broken business parts I've got to get fixed. So it's like a rain cloud just followed me around for the last few weeks. So 2020's been good, but it's also had some downfalls. We'll just say that. All right, guys. Till next time. See you here on Central Oregon Shenanigans, and stay tuned and stay safe.